Undergrunt.
John is a man of focus.
Commitment.
Sure will.
Something you know very little about.
I once saw him kill 3 men in a bowl.
With a pencil.
With a fucking pencil.
Then suddenly one day he has to leave.
It's over a woman.
Of course.
So I made a deal with him.
I gave him an impossible task.
A job no one could have pulled off.
The bodies he buried that day laid the foundation of what we are now.
And then my son.
A few days after his wife died.
You steal his car and kill his fucking dog.
In a small little ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars. When the psychedelic monk said, I'll take 2, and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue. And he shot them straight to Earth where they turned into babies. They were named from that, and they rarely got rabies. And the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the time. At one time, Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a bet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gem. But if you call right now and say, where's my whisk, we'll include this bonus disc.
Hey! Welcome to Bonus Disc! The only show on the entire internet that ever existed. That's it. Oh, man. I don't feel great. I'm Bob Rose.
Everyone's killing us.
It's amazing.
Okay.
I'm Bob Rose, and with me is Matt Pierre.
Hello.
And with us today is Eric Glaeser. Hey, Eric.
What's up?
Joining
How you
us
guys
again.
doing? Hey.
It's doing great, man.
Just that catch.
No one knows why we're laughing so hard. All right. Eric, you were on once before we watched Cyborg Cop 2. I think
Yeah,
one of the best
amazing
movies we've
film.
ever watched.
Amazing movie.
Fantastic bonus this movie.
I long for the days when we watched movies like Cyborg Cop 2.
Honestly, I literally
masterpiece.
miss that type of movie so bad, and we're not even remotely halfway through this fucking thing.
No, like a third.
Right,
It's awful.
If you're tuning in now, we're still doing the There Will Be Bud, where we're going through the entire continuity of all 14 Air Bud movies. We made this decision. We really didn't think it through, but it's fine. Today we watched Air Bud 4 or Air Bud's 7th inning fetch. The only the first post 9/11, the first post 9/11 Air Bud movie. Which
Well, this town apparently doesn't know about
9/11
9/11 because they didn't step. They have less police than ever.
yeah, they literally they
They have
do.
one old man.
Dude, it's Blue
We'll
from
get to
Old
it.
School.
We will get to
They're asking for it.
they,
Man. All
the
right.
movie's not nearly as funny at all. It's whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna talk. This is the baseball one. That's
yeah.
the significance.
And I'm sure a lot of people out there thinking, like, 7th inning fetch, like, is that going to come up in the movie? Or is that just the title? And yeah, it does, but we'll get to that.
It's not just a pun. It's not just a witty
It's
pun.
not just because it's about baseball. It comes in.
But you know what? We'll talk about it later. But the title may come into play, but that cover didn't, and that's
No.
why I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm furious about that raccoon. That raccoon is bullshit.
I'm furious about a lot of stuff.
It was, he
All
was
right,
kind
we
of a
gotta
traitor.
get into it. All right, Air Bud,
Let's crack this
Air
baby
Bud
open.
4. It opens on
The sign.
the
Fur
sign.
Field,
All
USA.
hail the sign.
Fur Field.
Everything
Everything.
is
All the
possible.
time.
It really just seems like a few specific things are possible. Like, it doesn't feel like everything is.
Dogs can play a lot of sports.
Yo, there were so
And
many dogs playing sports.
A million.
And just also chilling out around town doing jobs.
All right.
Well, it starts with like Buddy and his whole family. No. It starts with the scientist, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. The
Because
first scene is the villains.
yes,
Because
it's-
every Bud movie so far has had villains.
it shows
Yes.
it's the sign and then this big RV drives by and it shows
into
these like
it was like
a trailer park or something, right?
or,
Yeah.
it was
They
like
were
called
leaving
Road of the Dead. It
Fernfield.
was Road of the Dead or some weird name for the RV park. I forget.
Yeah.
Something of the Dead. It was some
can't
weird,
remember what it was called.
funny name or something. But it's a giant trailer park in this otherwise like nice town.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where this park would be located.
why it's in Fernfield. Fernfield's
Like, it's
beautiful.
where anything is possible.
Well, it looks like
even-
it's on the outskirts of it because like
It's not
when they-
gentrified yet.
Because
Oh, yeah, they have to
later
go
in the
out of
movie,
Fernfield to
yeah,
get
they
to it,
chase them
Yeah.
out of the So
And we see this like an old silver trailer running through this place and it parks, and there's these two scientists inside. One
who are played by the guys who played the referees in every other movie.
the fat guy is the referee from the first Air Bud.
I'm pretty sure the other one's the tall, skinny referee that's in all the other Air Buds.
If it is, I don't remember, but I'll take your
Okay.
word for it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's the same guy.
and
And-
that's interesting.
Right.
They're gathering intel. They're getting data. They isolated the sport gene.
The super sport gene
Yeah.
that exists in Buddy and his children.
You know why I'm mad is because this opening promises so many things
know.
and it doesn't deliver on it.
I was really excited. I was screaming like this movie started. And I was like, "This is already better than all the rest of them."
we did it. They found the key.
Wrong.
Yes.
Completely
Because
wrong.
it opens also. I think
Yeah.
this opening, they're looking at a computer. It says they found the super sports gene. All of Bud's kids that he had in the last movie are now. One's named Shooter. He plays basketball. One's named Striker. He plays soccer. One's name I don't know. They're all
There's
like
a
corresponding.
frisbee catching one. There's
Yeah.
And they're all they're owned by different people. But
Yeah.
so these guys want to round up Bud and all of his kids so they can find the super
Do you
sports gene.
Can we talk for one moment about what kind of? Okay, all right. I have a dog. It's won the World Cup. It's won
Yes.
the world's
It's played.
like the Women's World Cup.
Your
It is
dog
played.
did?
Yes, my dog did.
no, we're
shit.
saying theoretically.
No,
Okay.
In the last
Dog-
movie, Bud was
Yeah.
in the Women's World Cup.
He won the World
fuck.
Cup.
Are
I have
you
a dog that has won the
serious?
World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It now has children. All those children are super good at sports as well. I just give them to people around town.
No, dude, this would be worth so much money.
That's
Yeah,
a fortune.
For sure.
Bud would be bred for money. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They just give the dogs away. That's insane.
Unless those
crazy.
people paid lots of money
It's
for
just
Why
it.
like
the
a
fuck-
small town fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
Do they have jobs?
Who?
The parents.
Dude, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I don't know.
The dad
Oh, okay,
drives
so-
around a bunch and
And the mom's with the baby all the time.
he cooks a lot of meat, so he's got to be paying for getting money. I don't know.
See,
We'll
maybe
get
they
there.
did sell the dogs for a lot of
The
money.
dad
or
is
something.
Richard
Maybe,
Karn, by the
yeah.
way. Recasted from the hot veterinarian guy
Yeah.
into Richard Karn. Al Borland is the dad. He barely speaks in this movie.
Yeah, he mostly cooks meats.
Yeah, he cooks like
But-
in 3 different scenes.
This plot set up though with these two scientist guys looking for the super sports gene, I guess to sell it or
Or inject it into
inject it into people.
Yeah.
I don't know what they
They
have a
say
pet raccoon.
that. Yeah, the guy.
It's
This is the most irritating thing in the whole movie.
yeah.
There's this raccoon that's hanging out with him, and we're all like, "That's awesome." There's a raccoon hangs out with him. He's jangling keys at it, and that's so significant in the film that it's bothersome.
yeah.
The fact that they we'll get to it. God damn,
It's
can't talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But just
This-
fuck this raccoon and these keys.
It's just like this
It's
opening scene
bullshit.
is like it's lit like it's like a 60s Batman scene and it looks all cool and they're looking for and they actually for the first time have acknowledged that Bud is superior in some way.
Yeah,
Like
there's
why
something
is this
to it.
dog so fucking superior? And I was like, yes, this movie finally is going to wink at itself and like
But question: how did they know that there's a super sports gene?
Yeah,
If
how
they
do
don't
they figure
have,
it out
they've
through
never
like
interacted
pictures?
with them.
they don't have
Yeah.
the dog's DNA. I don't know.
They're just maniacs.
I think they're assuming there is one.
Theory? I don't know.
They're not very smart for scientists, but
Oh no.
no.
But
But-
they're just refs, you know.
This
They're
they're just-
fucking refs doing
what if
math
they
in
were
a
the same
trailer,
fucking
dude.
people?
They're the same characters.
They're in a trailer park. They're like not funded. They don't have any grants.
Well, they
They
just
don't,
lost
like-
their minds from 3 years of trying to referee games with dogs in them, and now they're just like, "What the fuck?"
We're gonna
They made
start
mad.
making money off of this. God damn it!
That's why they live in a trailer park and think they're scientists. They're just crazy and they have no money left. So they're living out in the trailer park.
I just got so excited.
Yeah.
I was really excited. I thought we were just gonna be taken to heights that were just unseen.
Yeah.
You know. Dude, I wanted them to fucking make like a super dog that has to fight Bud on like the field or something, you know?
Yeah.
God,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what if they make like, you know, a comparable dog that's all gened up? You know?
Super bad CGI.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's what I was thinking.
Basically, be Shaolin soccer.
Right.
Dog baseball. Be fucking
They sell
crazy.
They sell Buzz genes to like an evil team across the you know, like the
next town
the warring
over.
town,
Yeah.
and then that town makes a bunch of
Oh,
super dogs.
it could have been the dad from the first one who moved to Spokane just so his kid was on the team that didn't have a girl and a dog on it. Or a dog on it. Just the
Yes,
dog, not
it could
the
be
girl
that.
on the dog.
True.
But it's not that.
It should have been that.
Anyway,
Dude, that would
so
have been
that's
awesome.
established.
Just saying.
That's
That would've been
established. Then
a
we
much better movie.
then we cut to the house, right? We go.
No, that's when they're like super dog G and they both start laughing. It's like it cuts into
Yeah.
the park where all the dogs are playing sports.
Oh,
all
right,
the
well,
dogs are playing
Bud is there looking at his
soccer
children.
together.
He's
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
his children. There's
and they're all playing
soccer, baseball, frisbee, like, and they're all their owners are right.
He's just
Yeah.
like, yes,
Look at my dominion.
progeny.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
I mean, he at this point he should be famous and retired.
Yeah,
and
Guinness World Record.
he's
holder.
5 years old at this point, easily.
Jesus.
I mean, the kid found
Oh,
him when he was
man.
full grown in one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been 4.
You have no idea how old he was.
No, I'm saying Bud should be tired and done, and he, you know, yet he's still kind of looked at as like this like athlete dog.
And he's still crushing everything he does.
Yeah.
Dude, no,
He,
he's
like-
good
yeah.
still. And it's I guess it's a picnic. It's a
Yeah, they're at a picnic and Josh is there.
It's like
we see Josh
a
and
town
the
picnic.
sister.
Josh is still the same kid.
This is when we found out it was Richard Karn was the dad because he was like cooking at the grill,
Yeah.
which is all he does in the whole movie. He would just cook meat or serve meat or hold meat.
And not have any concern for children. That's
No,
that's,
none.
That's not at all. He was not
Are the
there.
meats
Oblivious. And then
Well, that's when we find out that Josh is leaving for college because his sister, who was never, it was not a non-entity almost up until this point.
But she played soccer.
She did play soccer in the
third
last
one.
movie, so he's going off to college. She can, for some reason, not stand it. And
she can't handle it.
if you had not known who she was, you would think that they were in some type of relationship.
Oh yeah,
You know what I-
I brought that up. I brought that up many times.
Yeah.
Watching that movie, I was like, these are really weird. This is really weird tension between them. Like, I don't get it.
It's-
Like,
yeah,
why
he's
is this
just
put
going
in
to
here?
college.
And the girl is so much older now in this movie. They almost seem comparable ages. Like,
Yeah, it's weird.
it just seems wrong. Like, okay, you in love with him? I knew it's your brother, but
Yeah,
he's going to college. Like,
I mean, she has a best friend she spends all her time
Yeah,
with.
that's right. It
yeah.
establishes. It's important. It establishes the best friend Tammy. Her best friend Tammy is established in this too, and we're for some reason becomes really important in this movie, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
The family is sitting down at the picnic table to eat. That's when Richard Karn brings his giant plate of meat out.
He goes leftovers, and it's like
And then all the
$80
dogs.
worth of meat.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
it's
all
like,
the dogs come running at him
Yeah.
like swarming, and
knock him
So
over.
knocks
Dude.
him on the girl, and then just a bunch of dogs licking big sausages off the girl, and it's like, okay, that's weird. That was the first time I was like, okay, this is some weird direction in this movie. Just weird, just the brown sauce from the
this has
meat.
kind of got a fecalphilia thing going on in this
Yeah.
movie.
It's just weird.
There's like 2 or 3 scenes with like brown shit on people.
yeah, that doesn't
Whereas
really...
the first movie had like cum on everything.
Yeah, it's true. Now we're with the brown
There's a
shit.
cum
Brown
theme in the
shit.
first
Damn.
one. Now it's shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah.
He's just going through his like top 10.
Getting them all out of there,
Yeah.
you know? Yes.
Wait, that's what his real
These are my
vision is. We just
searches
figured it
on-
out.
yeah,
This is why he had to take over. He was like, why they keep with all the cum? It's obviously poop that I've been talking about. God damn it.
I mean, Richard Karn gets covered in meat sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Instantly.
instantly. Yeah.
It's everyone is instantly covered in stuff. Like they don't but when they play baseball, they're never dirty.
No.
Yeah.
Sports does not make you dirty in
No.
in this universe.
Exploding food and fucking
Right, yeah.
everything else. Like
Then is that when they go home? they go back to the house where Josh is packing up to leave, and the girl's like, "Well, what about your room? You know, I'm gonna miss you so much." He's like, "Don't worry, my room will always be here."
Yeah.
No, he's like, you can have my room. She's but it's
Oh,
your
right, he
room.
offers the room.
He goes, you can like just keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
But I just still don't understand. Like, did he expect her to pack up all his shit and move it out,
I don't know. Yeah.
or did
Just
he
live
mean like
in my room.
just sleep in my shit? Like,
That's such a
That's
weird
kind
thing
of
for
what I
a
thought
Yeah.
it was too, and that was like another
It's
weird
more
thing
weird,
I picked
yeah.
up on. I was like, okay, you want your sister just to, like live
Live
in
in
the
your-
shit you're living in, like.
Don't
That's
worry,
weird.
just sleep in my bed. It smells like,
like,
me.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
I want you to grind against the
Keep
covers
it warm
all.
for me.
When I come home for Thanksgiving, I want it to be moist.
Dude, this
I want it to smell like you. Thanksgiving night, I want leftovers.
I want to eat greasy turkey in bed.
Motherfucker.
Smell you. All right, we
They're falling apart. They're falling apart. I can't.
Oh,
shit.
God.
All right.
That's not even like the first 20 minutes. Literally, like the first 20 minutes is Josh leaving for college.
Well,
pretty
the
much.
family.
Well, yeah.
He gets in the car with the family. All the family gets in the car, but she hides. She's
Well, she cries at night.
oh,
And
right.
and
She
that's
cries
when
tonight.
they show the picture of his dad. They show a picture that represents every other movie.
Yeah, on her, on her side table.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
picture of the dead test pilot father, then Josh and the dog playing football, and then him and her playing soccer. So that's the first 3 movies in a nutshell,
yeah.
which is pretty good.
Did you feel caught up when you saw that?
I
Yeah.
did, yeah. When you guys brought that up, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember the first one now. And then, oh, cool, the second and third one, I should probably watch them.
No.
Don't, okay.
The second one was okay.
Yeah.
Then Bud realizes that she's not doing okay.
Yeah, he like sits
because
with
Bud
him.
he knows it all. He knows everything that's happening. He knows how sports work
Yeah.
without even playing them or being
Yeah, yeah.
explained.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he knows all things. So he knows that she's like, what's her name?
Andrea.
Andrea. She's not doing okay. Then
In the morning when they wake up, they're all getting in the van to take Josh to the bus to leave for college, and she's not in her bed, and the window's cracked open.
Yeah, it looks like she
And they're
ran
like,
away.
Isn't that
yeah,
what-
but he doesn't think of that.
Yeah.
they look everywhere. They look in the
He looks in the
laundry.
hamper,
Yeah.
which is
In
where
that
she actually
weird
is.
ass hamper. It looked like a washing machine.
It was so big,
And it was built into the wall.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a cabinet hamper. It was weird.
And it's the same house. I just want to
Yeah,
point
it was
that
the
out.
same house.
This house has been in every Air Bud movie so far. I don't.
been-
That means that there's an Air Bud house.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
we
bet
should
the
find out
owners-
where it is and go
Yeah,
visit
The
go
it.
owners
visit.
get paid every time they shoot in it, and then they just keep upgrading it. So each movie it just gets doper and
gets
doper.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's like a jacuzzi in it by
Yeah.
the 5th one. Everybody's just chilling.
just vaping by the fucking pool.
So they leave without her because they can't find her.
Then she pops out. Well,
No. They say, Bud, go find Andrea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Josh does. Yeah.
Josh does.
The parents
And
don't fucking.
Parents are like,
engage
oh,
it with
whatever.
anyone.
No,
We
they
just gotta get
totally
Josh
fine
to
with her
the-
not being there. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't
They're
care.
like, oh, let's not worry about the fact that our daughter's missing.
Which has
Gotta get him
been
to a bus.
Well,
a
she'll be
through
back
line
later.
in 4 movies so far. A through line of these parents just not paying
They
attention to the
don't
kids.
have a fucking clue what's going on.
No, none. People have
Yeah,
tried to
okay.
murder their children on several occasions.
Yeah.
And they
Then
don't
the-
even know.
Who knows?
It's awesome. Okay.
Crazy.
So Bud finds her and he how does he convince her?
He just like nuzzles her with her
Yeah, he
into her
like fucking
side.
bites her wrist.
Oh, right, he
Puts
pulls her.
He pulls her out of the room.
And then
she's
she
like,
gets on her
"Okay."
bike. She
Yeah,
gets on her
then
bike,
they-
and they basically have to bolt to the
Yeah,
bus
Bud is
station.
like
The bus
leading her
is.
to him. Yeah.
yeah.
But the bus.
But it takes
Oh
off.
my god, they get to
The
the bus.
snobby French
That's
or
when-
whatever, the fucking autistic kid.
Yeah, Tom.
Right, Tom.
The
yo.
abused kid shows up dressed like an asshole. I mean, there is
Yeah.
no other way to describe it. He's
he
like
has
wearing
like the college sweater on
with their dumb
already.
hat with their
Yeah.
mascot on it. Like not when I all right, when I say a hat with a mascot on it, you'd be like, oh, it's like a drawing of a bird or a moose or something. No. This is like a full plush toy attached to a cap that he's wearing. Like he looks like a fucking asshole. He looks like I wish he had a fanny pack on. Like he would look like he was at like Disney World. He had like streamers, this dumbass hat.
Yeah.
He needed a fanny
looked like
pack.
A tourist.
Yeah.
If you said dress this kid like you'd think a movie would dress somebody who had Down syndrome. No, I'm serious. Like if you said dress him like a cliche in a movie, and then that person did that, that's what he looks like.
And then the director was just like, I don't know, act how you feel in those clothes.
God.
Right, because now we get the montage of him being in the bus with Josh, and Josh is dead face.
And like,
and he's like, dude.
He's like, you want a sandwich?
The craziest fucking thing is, in the span of them bicycle riding to the bus and Buddy jumping in front of the bus to stop it, he does like some weird song. He eats a full sandwich. He like does all this other crazy shit within like 5 minutes.
He plays with the
within
bear.
5 minutes, he does all of that shit.
I remember at one point it cuts it, and he was wearing the teddy bear he had on his head for no reason.
Yeah.
It was very odd.
No, it was part of his hat. I'm telling you.
Dude, whatever. I don't know. But then Buddy, jumps in front of a bus to stop it.
Wait, do they pass the basketball dog when they're on their way there?
They might, but
they don't, like,
stop this time.
But
yeah.
you
They don't
just
stop.
see
It's next time they stop.
because they also passed the gas station dog, and that's when we were like, "Wait, are there just dogs running
dogs
businesses?"
everywhere.
No, it looked like they're running businesses, but that's their owners.
yeah.
Like,
But
the
the
sure they help
frisbee
out
dog
that
hangs
kid.
out at the gas station, and the soccer dog hangs out at the barber shop.
Yeah.
and the basketball player, that's his defining characteristic, owns the shooter, the basketball dog.
Yep.
Right.
Okay,
shit.
yeah,
I
so
don't mean to interrupt anything, but we got a great view of a cop walking up to someone's house right there.
Oh yeah, go in there.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
Well, they're dead.
Shit.
They're gonna die.
We'll give you an update if anything interesting happens, right?
Do you know who lives over there? Should we
Our
like
neighbor.
duck down?
No, it's dude. What? We're in Bryson.
Should we be afraid of
It's
stray
right.
bullies?
I've never
If
seen.
only this was
anything weird
Fernfield,
over
man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was Fernfield, that would be a 300-year-old man, and we wouldn't even worry about it.
Was he established in the, not yet?
Maybe that's his house. He might have just been going home.
Right. Oh god. Bud jumps in front of a bus to stop it, and then Josh gets out of the bus.
Well, that
They stopped at the sign.
yeah.
He stopped. It was like because they composed this shot where the sign was in it. So you're like, oh, he's leaving Fernfield.
Yes.
Okay,
Very
and then
beautiful
also,
symbology right there.
One thing before we get past it, when Josh was saying bye to his parents and his baby sister or brother, he kissed the baby on the lip goodbye.
That is super fucking weird.
That was so weird.
I love how casually you said it when it happened too. You're like, yo, he just kissed that baby on the lip.
I was just stunned. Honestly, I was like,
You don't expect to see that kind of shit.
Airbud.
I guess
dude.
that's not normal. I don't kiss babies, so I
Yeah.
You usually kiss a baby on the head.
Yeah, on the forehead or cheek or something.
Yeah,
or-
not the lips. That's
I don't
weird.
know.
It's a little weird.
This family's like eyes
You don't
wide
even
shut or
make
something.
contact most of the time.
That's what I'm saying. They could have been sister or brother wives or sister husbands or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, I watched this Lifetime series recently. It was called, I forget what it was called. But it was like this brother sister that got stuck in an attic and they started hooking up. It's wild. It was fucking wild. I catered my girlfriend's friend's birthday party with her. We made like a bunch of Mexican food, and then they really wanted to watch that movie. So I just got fucking fried and then watched it. It was kind of amusing.
Airbud.
Airbud, yeah. We watched Airbud, yeah.
I feel so tired.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Wild, man. That's great. So they're on the side of the road. Josh is like saying, "You don't have to. I'll be back. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
be
not
back
dying."
He gives
Thanksgiving,
her
you dummy.
He
He
gives her the dead
wa-
dad's
the
watch.
dead dad's watch, and
Yeah.
everyone in the van is like having sex with each other,
They
trying
are
to stare.
pressed. Like,
Yes.
like they're being crushed. Like who said it? One of you was like,
Oh,
did the
yeah.
bus stop so
Yeah.
hard that they just slammed forward
Yeah.
like that?
Because they're all,
But
pressed
they're
up,
all like looking at them. Like it looked like they were about to fucking make out. Like.
And
like,
they were having,
and
like,
it was like, why would people be listening in on a conversation like that unless they were gonna make out? It's a
Yeah,
brother
it's
and
just-
sister talking.
it's
Like,
not that
why
interesting.
so much eavesdropping?
Yeah, it's really not.
Weird. That's when
Because they look like they're in love. Okay.
But-
yeah, it's weird.
he gives her the watch. All the people are like, "Oh, it's great." They hug. They didn't. I wish
didn't
he
really
kissed her
kiss,
on the
yeah.
lips. That would have been hilarious.
You
It's funny as
wish.
shit.
Yes, because he kissed a baby on the lips, and then everybody's watching, and it would have been weird as fuck, man. I think it would have been great. But like they hug.
Like, no one would ever notice that happened in Air Bud 4, you know? Like,
Did those children
Just
just kiss
kiss
each
on the
other?
lips?
Holy shit!
But everybody like starts clearing out, but the kid, his like friend Tom, who's like smashed against the glass with his nose all weird because we needed to see that like 3 times while they had
it's
a
a lot of
conversation.
times, yeah.
He peels himself off the glass, looking like he just came in his pants, and he goes, "I love that dog." And we're like, "What the fuck?"
Were you staring
The
at
dog just sat on the street, and the brother and sister had a mild conversation. Like, nobody should be surprised. Like, I'm not that upset about that, but it's just like, the dog? The dog didn't do anything.
Also, was everyone else smashed up against the window to see the dog?
Bud? Yeah.
Is he that
They did
famous?
not know
Maybe
that?
he is that famous.
He's that
See,
famous.
now
They're
they
just like,
definitely should have kissed.
Why are they
To
so
see if the
humble
people were
about
paying
it?
attention to Bud or the dog or them.
Are
I'm
they
leaving
se-
in college
are they
now. Make out
secretive?
with me so we can see our
Yeah.
incest is more
they've
interesting
crossed
than a
the-
famous dog.
They crossed the Fernfield line, man. Anything goes out there.
Yeah.
He was
Anything
like, "That's
past
why I'm
that
leaving
trailer
for
park.
It's
college."
like international waters once you get past that sign. It just doesn't matter.
You can do anything.
Oh God.
So I guess they say their goodbyes.
Yeah,
and then the
he-
bus goes off, and then
They're
start.
gone forever.
No,
Well,
he
Josh comes back.
He's
comes
yeah,
back
but
a
he's
little
not
bit
in any more
later.
Air Bud movies.
No,
This is his last.
he passed the torch.
She was the main character, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bud is too, honestly.
Yeah.
Bud's a very main character.
Do they? What happens after that?
So
That's
they
when
go
she goes
back
to her
home.
first day of school. She wakes up and she's like wearing like an orange shirt.
Oh God, this whole weird sequence.
Yeah,
It's
she's like-
edited so odd.
She's like, "How do I look?" And none of her parents will
Dude,
not look at her.
Richard
But
Karn
Richard
in-
Karn is just eating toast with jam on it constantly.
Every time they cut to a wide shot of the mom and the dad, he's like biting into like they just said action again. He's like,
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
God, it's pretty awesome. He just keeps eating toast. He's eating toast
he
constantly.
has
in
like
that
one
scene.
line, like, "Are you okay?" It's like some insignificant line.
Well, then
She's
she
like-
changes.
Yeah, she changes her clothes because her mom's just like, "Yeah, that's fine," but she doesn't look at her. Then she changes again, and then they're like, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta go already." She takes like one bite of toast. Richard Karn's been pounding toast.
Yeah.
She takes one bite, puts it down, rolls out,
Well,
forgets her
fr-
bag.
Tammy gets there, so she's
Oh yeah, no,
in
it's
a
like
rush.
and it's a real big dramatic thing. Like the bag drops and Bud's eyes. It's like
Yeah,
there's a lot
Bud
of eyes
sees
in
it,
this
yeah.
movie. Like
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
goosh. He's like, oh yeah.
Kind of like.
Bud sees that she forgot her backpack, which is insane that she forgot.
Yeah, I think
Her
Eric
bag.
said that. He's like, "How do you forget your fucking backpack?"
Yeah. Like you
It's
see
like-
Tammy's backpack, and then you're just like walking around, like, why is everything so light right now? What's going on?
I'm going to school.
Like, what is?
Backpack.
But then Bud gets it, and then I
Brings
guess he
it
has
to
to go
her.
to school too, because he,
He's
He goes to
been
that
there
school.
for 3 years.
Dude,
He
he
just
knows
sneaks
everything in
around
those
and
books
fucking comes
already.
around.
He doesn't need to be
Aren't
taught
there
anything.
rules
he's
that
like
the-
a sage.
He's the fifth element, man. He knows everything.
Is he like the assistant principal at this point? Like, can he just come in and like do whatever he wants?
I mean, he is world famous. He has been famous at this
But also
school,
he's
this town.
sneaky. He's very sneaky.
Yeah, well, he goes. He gives her back the
the bag outside.
as she's walking into the steps, Then she
But
goes
on the way there, he runs past his
Oh, fuck.
son.
Oh,
Or
shoot
no,
her.
yeah, on the basketball court, and then the one dude is like, "Come on,
Show
bud,
us
show
your
him how
moves."
it's done," or whatever.
And he totally schools him.
Yeah, he
like,
puts the
dude,
bag down, runs down.
Shooter throws him up for a layup, and he does that shit
yeah,
hard
a
as
dog
fuck.
throws a layup for a dog,
Yeah, dude,
and it works beautifully.
It was great.
that was great.
And then he dips
But
out.
then he goes, grabs the bag, and heads back to school.
That's how badass Air Bud is, dude.
So fucking cool.
Air Bud's the best, dude.
I mean, he's unstoppable.
He's fantastic.
I'm at every game, dude.
He
I'm
can't.
in
There's
those
nothing he can't
bleachers.
do. I bet he's taking classes.
Dude,
I
I bet
bet
the
he
next
is
one's a
taking
UFC Airbud.
He's choking people out.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Ripped ass fucking legs.
All right, and that's so she goes into class and
Yeah.
sits down, and they get yelled at.
They get
Well,
They're
they're late to
late
class because they're both overwhelmed by the hallways, and then they're late to class. And their teacher's name is the Crippler. Her name's like Miss Cribbler.
Because she
or
says that
something.
line, "Math is
It's
fun."
Yeah. And then Airbud sneaks into the class. He
sneaks
army
in.
crawls
No
under
one
the
notices
desk.
except
Yeah.
those two. That a
Yeah.
dog crawled.
Crawled into the room and right under the teacher's desk, and then nothing
Just
comes
chilling,
of it.
yeah. He doesn't even help her. He just wants to hang
Because
out.
he's like a guardian angel. He stares at her all day, making
Yeah.
sure she's okay.
But that's insane
It's her
that that woman
father.
didn't notice that the dog
It's
had
her-
crawled. It's her fault.
That's no, her
No, he
father.
said it's
Oh,
her
her
father.
father.
Like his soul is in the dog.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's what I think, dude.
There's
yeah,
that.
we've
kid-
never thought about that.
You know, we said all that stuff how it was a Christian symbology
Yeah.
in the first movie. What if Airbud was their father?
then that would
And he
make
just wants
sense
to
for
play
why
sports with his kids,
that,
man.
it would make sense why the dog, why he introduced her to the man. He was like, "You've suffered enough after my loss," and he like
So
gave
sick.
her away to the veterinarian.
In the third movie.
Dude, we're getting too far into this.
No, Eric, I think that is a very viable fucking.
But
the
also,
Airbud
each movie
mythos,
is
what would that make
made
his-
after cum and shit and piss, and that's also Airbud lore. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all in there.
Yeah.
that what would that make his kids though? That it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It makes weird. If if that's their father.
I mean, it might not be strictly Christianity. I mean, they might be demigods.
Dude, I don't know. Airbud is
I don't
such a
know.
slippery slope.
I don't know. I don't know.
Airbud's a slippery slope, dude.
So they're in the school still. Airbud's running down the hallway. It's on right here.
Yeah, the show's him walk down a hallway for no reason. She goes to another class, or they're at lunch, and he comes and he looks at her through the window, and everybody's
everyone's
like,
like,
Bud,
Because he's
Bud.
famous, right?
And she,
Yeah.
But then, like,
hides from
her
him.
and Tammy aren't, like, popular, even though they fucking own Airbud.
Yeah,
Like,
they'd be insanely popular.
yeah.
Like,
This is like a white
This-
bread Christian town
this
where
not-
you think a sports dog would be like a god there. It's
Yeah.
cute. It plays sports.
there's
I
also
think everyone want to be their friend so they can hang out with Airbud.
Right.
Do you think there's more than one high school in this fucking
No.
town?
There is one high school.
No,
Fuck
they're fighting
no.
other high schools in sports.
So her whole class, who knew she had a baseball, football, and soccer playing dog, are in this school with her.
Yeah, and why did it take so long for them to get him on the team? Wouldn't they
Dude,
just
we
be
had-
like,
Stop.
as I
Eric,
pointed
you're
out,
not allowed
as I-
to. It takes forever in every
Yeah,
movie.
I was gonna say it's around this time where
It takes almost half the movie.
it was
every
like half
single
an hour
time.
in when I was like, you should note that baseball, the word, has
It's
never
not been
been
uttered
yeah, it
in this
wasn't.
movie
Yeah.
yet.
Dude, there wasn't even a ball. Like you wouldn't like there was fucking soccer, there was basketball, there's all this other kind of sport activity, but there was no baseball in the movie for like
At
40 or 50 minutes.
It wasn't
in.
even mentioned as a viable thing.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was wild.
The cover is not.
Stop.
Let's not
Dude,
get into this. Okay, so
I wanted a raccoon
They're all
to
the
play.
same, man. They all do. Like, he doesn't play the sport until halfway through the movie.
I
it
know.
was wild.
It's
But-
criminal how long it takes in the first one.
Yeah.
It's like almost.
It's like an hour, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's almost all movie. And you're like, he has not stepped foot on a fucking basketball court. What the hell is going on?
But they're
Something else happens
Was at
because her
school,
day.
yeah.
By the end of her day, she's like, she didn't like it. She's not happy
this is why I need to take notes.
because she's eating dinner with her parents, and she's like, I don't want to eat
Right,
dinner. I
and
wanna
that's
go to
when
bed.
Richard Karn brings out the
More meats.
the biggest plate of meat in the
Yeah.
movie. It's got like a side of lamb and stuff.
Dude,
fucking
it's-
ribs, steaks,
Oh,
sausages.
he also says the line when the
With the
baby
baby.
starts crying. He goes, "She's just mad because she can't have any meat."
Yeah.
It's like
That was a line written
He's
for Richard Karn
obsessed
to
with it.
say.
He's obsessed with meats. So awesome. I mean, it's great. It's
We gotta get through this movie.
I know.
We gotta get through
it's
this
almost,
movie.
it's kind of like the fucking football coach how he just ate stuff
Oh
constantly.
yeah, the whole time.
But now he just eats one thing all the time.
Just meat.
I just like the idea that he thinks like a baby wants to eat flesh.
Yeah.
He's crying because he can't have my meat.
My meat.
He just shovels it in his face.
Right, so at this
Overly brown sauced meats.
brown sauce. So at this point,
She goes up to her room and gets sad again, and the dog comes
and he lays on her.
lays on her. Then the next day at school is when it's like the activities and
Yeah,
clubs.
activity fair or whatever.
And it's the
Figure out-
montage of them being shitty at stuff.
Yeah, pretty
They suck
much.
at pretty much everything.
What's the first one?
Oh, gymnastics. They're bad
yeah,
at
they're bad at
that.
gymnastics. Then they do the home ec thing.
Yeah.
Or is
Oh,
that the last one?
That might be the last one.
Band. They
Yeah,
tried
they
to do
did
band.
band.
That
Terrible
was not
band.
good.
I think it was home ec
Then it
after
was home ec,
that.
yeah.
And they had an explosion in the home ec thing, which
Yeah,
is
So,
their,
okay.
their cookies
Steam.
exploded or
Alright.
some shit, or fired, or
this
I don't
is the fecal
This
philia
makes,
scene.
yeah, this is where the scatological shit comes in because it comes out of nowhere because the cookies were burning. Show them open the oven and
They're like,
smoke comes out and screams.
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Then they're outside and it looks like someone threw them off the back of a truck in the middle of the woods. You know what I mean?
In,
Like when they went
mud.
mudding. Like
Yeah.
they're covered in something brown. They're like gross.
Their hair
It's
is
in their
crazy.
hair.
Yeah.
It's like the end of Predator. They just they, they
And
look
then-
pretty doused.
And they're sitting on the steps of the school being like, we are fucked. We are fucked.
What do we do? And then
That's when, what is the woman we didn't
I don't know
name
her.
yet.
She's a character actor. She's awesome. She's done a
But
lot of stuff.
She's the baseball coach.
Yeah.
And then they get the idea. Oh, we
She
should-
comes walking by and goes, rough day, and they're like, yeah. And then the girl goes, oh, I get it. And she's like, what? She goes, baseball.
Yeah.
And
Baseball, that's it.
that happened like 10 minutes after I had said no one has said baseball yet.
yeah.
So it was like a good 35, 40 minutes before anyone said baseball.
Baseball.
As an
insane.
idea.
Dude, I feel like the middle of this movie took years off of my life somehow.
It's
Dude,
astounding.
like the first half of it was like totally unnecessary.
And then, oh my God.
You don't have to convince
You
us.
could just start with her first day of high school.
What? All right, here's
Dude,
where...
you could have started a movie where somebody was like, "Oh, so Bud's on the baseball team."
And
Like
Josh
that
is-
one line would have sold me.
And Josh
on-
was already in school.
Yeah, like you don't even need to give me justification
No.
for all of it anymore.
Yeah.
It's fucking 4. We know if their Bud can do anything. Just he's on the team. All right, now what?
No
then
one's
right
gonna
from
stop
there.
him from doing anything. I swear to God,
He's
he
got,
made
like-
the ice cream. He just walks in the stores and does
He's
things.
got like the right of prima nocta in the town. Like really sick,
He's the key to
crazy
the
shit.
city.
He's like a surf.
He just like walks down the street and people are offering him shit.
They bow.
He's like Ben Gazzara in Roadhouse.
Yeah. God. It's gross. Used to fuck people like you
Yeah, Joe. That's,
in high school, prison,
There's
basketball.
something, yeah.
What? I don't know. God.
where were we?
So then they clean up. They clean up and then they want to do the baseball.
Well, she goes
something
home.
happens before
She
that.
goes home covered in poop or
And her mom
chocolate.
doesn't see
Her
it
mom
at
doesn't
all.
even look at her.
She's like, yeah, everything's
her
fine.
mom and her
aside
dad are
from-
just so preoccupied with their own lives. They're not.
Their lives. His life is cooking meat. You don't see him do
And then
anything
just
What
else.
I'm saying is and he's also a veterinarian that is so obsessed with eating meat, which is
Is
sick.
he? Is he anymore?
Where's he getting that meat?
He also like doesn't show up to the games half the time.
No.
He's like a pretty absent father.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna have these characters who don't care about the daughter and never have the conflict being them going, my parents don't care about me. The disconnect there is like, okay, they don't care about their kids, but you're not using it
Yeah,
for
just
the
filling
plot.
in something.
It's
You
just
need something
scenes
to
with-
fill in the spot in the scene.
Right.
Like,
Maybe it's just reinforcement so you don't question the fact that they just sit in the stands at the end of these movies while this shit goes on. And don't like freak out, cry.
I
They don't.
guess, yeah.
Maybe
They
I don't know.
They don't fucking care about anything that goes on in that town.
Nothing.
They just love sports. They love fucking TV.
They love
And
watching
me-
a dog play sports.
They love-
If it's their children and they're really good at it, meh. Maybe I'll show up.
They all know the basketball guys.
The basketball players, you know.
We'll
Them.
get to that. All right. And that's when they're okay. I feel like we get back to the villains for a second here, because that's when the shooter plot starts to happen, right? Or no, the Tammy montage is next,
Oh.
because they try
Because
out
they
for
go
the team.
next day,
They
they
try
go-
out for the team the next day. Andrea sucks shit, and Tammy's killer. Tammy's
yeah, she's
great.
fucking
Why
great.
is Andrea so bad? Why was it?
I don't know.
This is why the
It
middle of the
doesn't
movie
make
sucks.
sense that the
Because
plot
she's like
of
athletic already, right?
her brother is, and she played
she
soccer.
played
Like Matt
soccer,
said,
yeah.
she's done sports before.
Yeah.
I guess actually the only reason
Done sports. I
Man.
sound like such a nerd. Done sports.
I think they had to have Tammy be really good and her be really bad at first, so that when Tammy gets out and she has to replace her, it also created that extra
Yeah.
void for
It's like
Bud
the
to come
underdog,
in.
the fucking, and then the
You're
Rocky
not. Look,
training. with
I'm not
Bud.
saying you're wrong.
what I
I just
mean?
don't. Why would they think about that aspect so much, and then everything else is so disregarded? Like, you could just put Bud on the team. They at this point they should be like, well, Bud is on the team, and we're starting. Like, he should just be on the team.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
pretty
like, Bud,
much.
do you want to play sports
You
this
do,
year?
please
Yeah,
He
sure.
just
play with
be-
us. You're great.
He should be the ringer for any game he wants to get in on.
Yeah, like he has like an open
seriously.
pass just to play. He's a fucking sports hero.
I wanna
He
see
is
him
a
play-
sports
Somebody asked me
hero.
if there was a hockey one of these, and I was like, thank God there is
not.
not one, because they would be murder. Then you get chopped up, falling all over that place, getting smashed
Dude.
against the wall. You kill that dog.
Once again, the legs thing. It's
Yeah.
when we got to the second one, the whole time I was like,
Legs.
man, his legs are gonna get destroyed.
so worried about his legs. It was
Well,
killing
dude,
me.
it's like if you break a dog's leg, it's not okay, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to get that.
Right, and they're like, he's on a football field, sick. I don't know. I said we did that podcast already, but yeah,
So,
baseball's sick in a different way.
Yeah.
It's still sick.
but Bud is even watching these tryouts, and he's like, "Oh, Tammy fucking blows." He like puts his fucking paw over his eye
no.
and shit.
Andrea
like,
blows. Tammy
or,
rules.
yeah, Andrea blows. Tammy rules. So then
Like
Tammy
hard,
goes
yeah.
to the coach after tryouts. After she's like, "Oh, good job." Da, 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 da. She's like, "The results are gonna be in tomorrow. They're gonna be posted." And she really wants to get Andrea on the team, so she's like, "I only want to do it if Andrea's on it with me," or something like that.
Yeah, basically, she's like, if Andrea doesn't play,
It's like
I'm not gonna be able
blackmailing
to
the
play.
coach. Like,
yeah, it's like your only good player is me, and let my bad friend on.
Well, they first let on like the pitcher was awesome.
oh yeah, that's right. And during the tryouts too, it should be noted there was the subplot that went nowhere where he was like, "Girls can't play."
Yeah, he was super like misogynist.
Yeah, he was
And
just
she's
misogynist
better at,
kid.
Yeah, Tammy was like better at everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like hitting home runs, making his hand hurt through his glove.
Yeah.
Shows him.
Just shit all over that kid.
Yeah, fuck him.
He was a douche. I don't even remember his name.
He didn't. Did he have one?
Robbie.
I have no clue.
He was just like the
number
athletic-
one though. He was number one on the team. That was what his number was on the jersey. That's
Yeah.
all I remember.
They were the Timberwolves too. Just important. Every
TW on the hats, baby.
Timberwolves is every team in this town.
Yep.
Um,
High school, middle school, elementary school.
everything.
See, that's why it's impossible for nobody to know that the dog was famous.
He's a famous Timberwolf.
Yeah.
He made that
There's
name
gotta be
across
a
the
fucking
country.
statue of him by now.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
If Rocky got a statue in Rocky 3, then Air Bud should have a statue by now, right?
UMBC has a statue of a fucking golden retriever in real life.
And what did that
Yeah.
dog
This
do?
world would have a statue.
Someone
of
should just
Airbud.
like engrave it Airbud on it.
Dude,
I mean,
yes.
he was.
Let's go vandalize
You
that
could
fucking
probably
thing. And
like.
make
I'm
it say
sure there's
Airbud.
people that have studied Air Bud in that universe. They're like, he's statistically better than some humans.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, dude,
He
I don't
would
want to
have been
spoil
on-
it because he gets crazy at the end.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, we'll
He
get
would have been
there.
on every TV show after winning the world.
I know.
Yeah.
Like every TV show.
They would have brought him out on Oprah and shit, and everyone would have clapped because it's a dog.
He would have got medals. Dude,
like
somebody
from the president, the
Like,
Medal
no
of Freedom.
lie,
and
He
shit.
would have
someone
been
would've-
at the White House. Like, that's crazy.
somebody would have gave him a PhD.
He was in the World Cup.
They were like, dude,
honorary
this dog's
degree.
amazing. We're giving him an honorary degree. In what? In fucking whatever
It's
he
like-
wants.
Dude,
Quantum
it's like-
physics, I don't care.
Yeah,
It's like-
like fuck it, who cares?
The end of Short Circuit 2, where they just give him the citizenship. He becomes a human legally.
you,
know?
you can rent a house. You can
You-
buy.
Get a
Bud has all
loan.
the
I really
inalienable
look
human
forward
rights.
to seeing you drive. I hope you get into NASCAR.
No, but
We'll
like
build you a car.
the
just for
government
you.
makes it so that if you kill Bud, it's like considered murder. You know what I mean? Like he has all the
Holy
rights
shit.
of a citizen.
Holy shit.
That's
Where are
amazing.
we?
Yeah,
So after that, I
After
think
the
it goes to
trial.
the
I feel
villains,
so-
right? It goes
Yes,
to the
that's when it
villains,
goes
and
to the
they're
villains.
getting like a plan to catch the first dog that they want to go after. And they go
Shooter.
after Shooter, yeah.
Shooter, which the plan is Matt.
Uh,
Matt, you love the plan.
I'm gonna
so
my brain.
These
It makes my
genius
brain
villains.
hurt.
These geniuses.
Well,
Oh,
first
wait,
of all,
I can't
Shooter-
believe.
Wait, first we didn't talk about is that the guy, the thinner guy, goes out and buys like a
shitty
A
car.
car.
It's not
yeah.
even a mini. It's like a
It's like a Mr.
Messerschmitt
Bean
and a
car.
mini. What?
It's like a
license.
Mr. Bean car.
It's sort of it is sort of like that, and it
Yeah.
says "Mini Me" on the
Yeah.
license plate. Was that a fucking joke
I
for
don't-
Austin
I don't
Powers
know. It was
reference? Like,
I don't know.
what the fuck is that?
It was bad.
Yeah, like
It
so
was
they have a
silly
car
shit.
instead of they don't drive their trailer around. I don't even know why they needed to establish them buying a car.
I
Yeah,
don't
they could
either,
just have
They
yeah.
could
had
have just
one.
showed
They
up
had
in a
the-
white van. And
Yeah,
I
they
would-
could have used
yeah,
their
okay.
trailer.
Duh, they would have a white van.
They're
fucking
villains in
sketchy
a movie. They
villains.
always have white vans.
Just like
Unbelievable.
paint a fucking TV station logo on it and just like pretend you're doing radio or I don't know.
No, instead you buy a green little tiny weird car.
And then
Yeah.
you, god damn it. So
Steal dogs in the trunk
So
of
Shooter's
it.
Shooter plays basketball with his owner constantly.
In the
Like
park.
as far as the movie is shown
The-
at this
the
point,
basketball players.
anytime anyone's rushing from place to place or whenever she's riding her bike home from practice or anything, they're playing basketball with that dog.
like they've been cursed.
Like yeah, like they don't.
can't
That's
stop.
all they do. Like they don't have jobs. They're there at the morning. They're there at the afternoon.
Every
They're
time.
just playing basketball
And
for
they're
eternity.
playing basketball and they're cutting it up. They're stepping
They're
it up.
so
they're
into their game.
sidestepping. They're playing. They're shooting.
And they
And
treat
all of a
Shooter like he
sudden-
is equal.
All of a sudden, these keys get thrown, and then a little raccoon goes up and grabs
I'm
them
tired. I can't even. be
and runs
mad.
away. And Shooter
Why
follows
do I feel
it.
so tired?
Shooter follows it, and no one notices he follows it.
Nobody notices him run
They-
out of the
no
game.
one notices they lose a player in the game.
Well,
who's
he's
a
a dog.
Yeah, who's a
Nobody
fucking
notices
dog,
that.
dude.
On top of their plan to capture every dog
It's
is
the same
to
shit.
throw some keys to nothing.
They're just
We
keys.
find out they're just some keys.
Just for the jingle to get the attention.
Yeah, just to get their attention.
So
and
that
then
the
when
raccoon goes out
And
and the dog
grabs it.
sees it,
And he chases it.
and he's
Into the back of
he's
the
trained to
mini-me.
bring the keys back to the car in the back,
Yeah.
where the dog will follow, and then they close the doors. Capture
these
the
are
dog.
super smart dogs that can know rules to games and
Yeah.
fundamentals of like
Yeah.
in
basketball.
this movie,
Do you understand how
Air Bud
complex
teaches-
football is? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Air Bud
football
teaches
I
him.
didn't understand football until I was like 25. You know what I mean? And like this dog just knows it straight up.
And it doesn't.
Like, yeah,
he teaches Andrew how to play baseball.
right, yeah, right. I know.
I'm just saying, what is compelling these dogs
They should be
to
like
chase a raccoon?
They're beyond this. They should grow beyond
Yes!
this.
Yeah, they should know
They're
better too.
Athletes.
They're like, those aren't my keys. I don't care.
yeah.
Why do I need
Is
those
someone
keys?
missing keys?
Well, they're chasing the raccoon.
Why?
I don't know.
What about the basketball game?
They have owners.
If you're a fucking scientist, that's your plan. What research led to what are dogs completely irresistible to?
They found the super sports
holding
gene.
keys. We figured it out, and they did. They probably lost all their funding for this super dog gene because they were like, we figured out what dogs love. It's raccoons with keys, and they're like, you're insane, you're fired, get out of here.
Like the
and
super
it's all true.
sports gene enhances the raccoon want to fuck with gene.
Oh god damn it!
It's
That'd be great. It's like how a Nutty Professor, he becomes more has more testosterone. It's like there's a side effect. It's like the one thing they have to fucking kill raccoons. It's like the dark side of Air Bud. He has to be fed raccoons constantly.
Jesus. They don't talk
That's
about
why
that.
That's why Richard Karn is obsessed with meat because his whole life is killing rodents.
Yeah, their
and
whole
feeding
backyard is
Bud.
just full of carcasses of things
Bud
that
needs
Bud
to
is
be fed.
fucking children fucking feed
Dude, that's
on.
why they all leftovers
Yeah,
and they
leftovers.
all ran.
Holy
dude.
shit,
They're
that's why,
coming together.
that's why there's no police.
Oh my god!
Because there's just the one guy who's a figurehead. He's just a figurehead to Mass Effect that these dogs just eat people and children and animals.
That's
They're
why.
running the whole
The
town.
scientists are trying to stop it.
That's why no one says shit because they know shit's gonna get taken care of. The buds are gonna take
my
care of
God.
shit. Everything's gonna be cool.
It's the fern. It's
What if Bud was like an experiment? I wish this was a prequel about how those scientists gave him
made fucking Mewtwo.
gave
like a
him that
Frankenstein and
he
then-
escaped from them
Yeah.
already, and that clown guy found him, and then they found him.
Dude, you could have. That'd be awesome.
Dude, you gotta make Airbud
The
Airbud
Yeah,
prequel.
6.
Airbud reboot, dude.
Airbud 6, Airbud 0. It'll be like Cube 3, Cube 0. It'll be Airbud 6, Airbud 0, and it's about how that scientist from Airbud 4 actually made him in a lab.
Wait.
But
I
his
thought
lab
something
burned down and
else.
he escaped. In his
But he's
escape,
the
he
only
burned
one
down
that
the
knows
lab.
that the only way that Airbud can do all this is if he's fed. And he had to be fed.
Fed,
It's-
he needs
he
the
can't just eat
raccoons.
kibble.
It
He
must
needs
be raccoons.
other meats and delicious
Yes.
treats. That's awesome.
Dude, that's why he was eating all the yogurt in the other movies. He ate Josh's sandwich all the time. He was eating food constantly because he was trying to. Nothing could satiate him. He's been waiting for a raccoon to show up.
It's like a vampire movie or something where your friend turns into a vampire and you're like, well, we gotta start killing people so you can be fed. This
But the whole
works.
town's on it because he brings in all
Dude,
this money.
it's
All
like
right, we
True
have
Blood,
to keep
dude.
talking about this
This
movie.
side we have
True
to, but
Blood,
this was
baby.
it works. The meat, it's all there.
It works.
It satisfies the buds.
Yeah. The family's obsessed with meat.
All right, where are we?
Okay, so
Christ.
They
They just
steal
kidnapped Shooter.
Shooter.
They just
Yeah.
kidnapped Shooter.
Yes.
Because
So
then the
they
guy's
kidnapped
like,
Shooter?
it takes
Shooter?
3 minutes of plays in basketball for them to figure out he's gone, and then they go find the
This is
sheriff, which
And he's
It's
like,
it's
what?
blue from old school.
He's like,
Yeah.
somebody stole my shooter. And he's like, I hope you had that thing registered, son. And he's like, no, my shooter. He's like, yeah, gun, right? And he's like, no, my dog, Shooter. Dialogue was terrible.
It's
Terrible.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't do that detail.
you don't
but-
have to watch it either if you're
false.
listening. If you're listening, don't watch it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm falling asleep.
Just remembering that scene in the movie almost made my heart stop beating. I was almost dead.
Holy
It's brutal. The
God.
middle of this movie seriously almost killed me. I was like, why is any of this
It was
happening?
so- it
Why
was-
is Tammy
there's
good
so
at
much.
sports and Andrea not? Why isn't just Andrea
Well,
good?
that's the next thing that happens is the huge montage of Tammy kicking motherfucking ass. in
Yeah.
sports.
on the team.
But
yeah.
it was all in the same
Team
game.
day, yeah.
Sorry, all right.
This
God
is
damn it.
insane.
So their first game
Oh.
of baseball is happening, and somehow during it, 3 different newspaper headlines flash of Timberwolves win it again.
Tammy's
And then
bringing
it cuts
back.
back to the same fucking game.
I guess, man. We don't
No,
really
it was
know.
because it showed the sheriff
It
put the
was.
sign up on the thing, and then she doesn't play in the game, and eventually goes to get concessions and sees the sign that
For
says
Shooter.
the shooter's missing.
Call Sheriff Bob.
And she's like, "My God!" Or the basketball players. The sign said, "Call Sheriff Bob or the basketball players."
Which
So
means
cool.
that they're defined like that
That's
in
what
life.
they do, man.
That's so sick.
Do they have a phone out
Just
there
a
on the
small
court?
town, dude. I don't know. I think everyone has to walk by them wherever they go. Every time
They're
they went to do
there.
something in the movie, they passed by them.
That's
You
where you
know
say you
what?
know where to
Like,
go find
they
them.
passed by
They're
like
like the
8
trash
dogs
heap from
wherever they
Fraggle
went.
Rock, man.
We're
You just know where they
idiots.
are. Why?
This is post 9/11.
There's
This
just
is
like a
post 9/11.
fucking...
They were
What are
just
you
like,
doing?
I'm sorry.
That's what are you doing?
Dude, there's just like a
What are you
fucking
doing?
I'm barely awake.
Americana.
I can't.
This is post 9/11, man. They were just like, we just have to live for what we love. And Richard Carr was like, I love meats. And those dudes were like, I love
love
basketball. They just fucking threw down, and they're just trying. That's why the mom's like, everybody's got blinders on
Yeah, they
because they're all
know.
just like, we just have to live.
Every minute is our last.
That's what it is. Jeez.
Oh my
Sorry, it
God.
all just dawned
Strapped
on
in the
me.
plane. Whenever
It was like watching a rescue ship
No,
come over
man,
the
when the
horizon. I was like, ah.
it's like the 3 moons aligned. And just, like, oh yeah. It's,
Ah! This movie is killing us.
It's wild.
well, Tammy's really good, and one
She's-
day she becomes a superstar on the team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you said, the headlines go by. The announcer
It's also the
is
mailman.
also the mailman, which doesn't matter at all.
Except he has an awesome voice.
Yeah. And he's
Because when he
cute.
was the mailman, he was like, "Hello, Andrea," and we were like,
Why
wow.
is that guy like chewing the scenery?
Eating
He
it.
like did not need to be this good.
He had
It's
one line, and he blew it.
just- I was hoping he wouldn't do anything else, just so you could know like that guy was in his trailer. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna sell this motherfucking line. I don't care.
But he ends up being the announcer,
He's
so
the
that's why he
announcer.
talks like that.
He talks constantly. That's the movie.
He says nothing of
It
importance.
doesn't matter. He just says what's happening on
There's
screen.
a lot of montages in this movie.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or
A
3.
lot.
And
Yeah.
there's like a lot of unnecessary dialogue.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Lots of it.
So after the Tammy, it's the literally
Okay, so they're doing
the Tammy
good,
montages.
and Andrea still sucks.
She's terrible.
And then Tammy's the catcher, and she's like telling the pitcher to throw a fastball, and he won't do it. He shakes it off. She tells him to throw a fastball. He shakes it off again. Then he throws not a fastball because she keeps telling him to throw a fastball, and it hits her in the elbow, and Tammy's out.
Yeah. Fucks her up.
Fucked her elbow
Girl
up.
elbow. Soft elbow.
Well, that's probably what the pitcher thought because he's sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's- yeah.
He was like, see that. I'm surprised he didn't have a line like, see.
Told you
This
they
is
shouldn't
why-
play.
But also, he was just being a dick and like
Yeah.
being cocky and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
blew it.
But he fucked up her arm, so
Yeah,
then
so
Andrea had to
Tammy
go
was
in the
out.
game. And
Tammy
she
was out.
fucks their whole game up.
Because
Yeah.
she tries catching a outfield
pop fly.
and she
She
knocks
runs
into
into
the,
someone, yeah.
in the
Pitcher.
misogynist pitcher.
Mhm.
Which is insane because she came from all the way from outfield to infield.
It's been an hour, so we got to really get through this.
Oh.
Holy
She fucks the
fuck.
game up. She's sad about it. Everybody's kind of like, ooh, yeah, you're not very good. So then there's a montage of, yeah, Andrea sucks. And she's like sliding and
Dude,
coming short.
when
like,
she slides,
2
it's like they
feet
have
short.
a rope tied to her, or they're just pulling her
Yeah.
through.
Oh,
This is
God.
great, yeah.
Well, that's when she gets better.
That's when she gets better.
At
you're right.
first, she like goes to slide and just stops immediately. And they're losing games. And that's when
But all the while, like,
God.
fucking dogs just
The
keep
dogs-
getting kidnapped
by
by
in-
the fucking key raccoon method every time.
Like,
They
it's
don't-
it
unbelievable.
works so
Every
good.
fucking
It's
time it
ridiculous.
like I said, after the third dog gets kidnapped, they just stop showing dogs getting kidnapped
Yeah.
and showing.
Like
signs.
pictures on
Signs.
the wall or whatever. Yeah.
well, they're not going to show every
Well,
one.
it's fucking insane
It is.
that is a thing that can work on any
Yeah.
dog.
And that
It's-
tiny little car, they just have to do like one trip every time. They only fit one dog back there.
It's
So,
infuriating.
Airbud, to skip to the important part. God, I'm so tired. Airbud decides he's going to pull her out of this funk. and do something about it because he's the man. He knows how to play a sport he's never played because he's.
Well, she tries to ask Richard Karn, and he's too
like,
busy making
no,
meat.
she tries to ask the family. They're
all
yeah,
there.
yeah.
She's like, can anybody? And they're like, "Bleh," you know, they don't listen to her at all. And she's like, fuck you. And then
that's when
Air
Bud's
Bud, her
like, I
real
can do
father, this works.
Her real father, yeah.
And it's her father because there's literally an entire montage where he's lovingly training her.
Yeah, dude.
How to play
That's what I'm
baseball.
saying.
You
That's my
cracked the
little
code and you
theory.
haven't even
Yeah.
seen the other movies, man.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great, honestly. But also, this movie is just such a. I just love it. I love the Air Bud thing so far. I feel like I need to watch the other ones now just to get caught up.
Dude, the next one is you can go home or Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next one's on there.
You want to see how volleyball happens? You get
Oh shit! Yeah. I'm gonna watch that tonight probably.
We have now arrived in a portion of a movie where a dog is operating machinery
Dude,
to
I think
teach
this is
a
why
child how to play a sport
this is
Yeah.
why it's so exhausting. Is because
that you have not seen him play
ever.
ever. So he knows how to play baseball.
The
he knows
rules?
the rules, techniques for how to hold a bat.
And then he just
And
starts
swing a
teaching
bat with
Dude, when
hands.
we lost our shit when he fucking hit that first.
Yeah.
He swings a bat with his mouth and he hits it like
He snaps his neck to like the left and then just
It's so nonchalant
like,
looking too. It's like
It's
not even that quick, but he just slams homers.
it's a bunt. It's a bunt.
Yeah, but they go far. Like they go
so
pretty far.
And just throwing baseballs at
It's-
a dog seems so dangerous and
Yeah.
irresponsible.
I know, but he catches everyone. I'm very impressed. I was expecting some teeth to get knocked out.
it just doesn't make any sense. He can't swing a bat hard enough. It just doesn't.
It's
bananas.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
Because he can't like
can't
he
play
can't
baseball.
throw a ball. That's one of the key elements of baseball.
He can't throw a ball. He would not be able to hit a ball more than like 5 feet.
Yeah.
Because he's not like gripping it. There's no you know what I mean? You need like the torque action of swinging a bat.
Yeah.
He's just turning his head with a bat between
a
teeth.
heavy ass thing
Dude,
in his
can
mouth.
you imagine
Did he have a special bat that he could grip properly?
Dude, it was
if
corked.
one of those balls hit him
It was
in
a
the
corked
eye?
bat, dude.
The crowd would cry at what they would see if those balls hit him in the head.
Oh yeah.
It'd be disgusting.
Dude,
Yeah.
corked bat. If that
It actually makes me
that bat
sad
blew
to
up.
think
Dude, it would
about
just
it.
shatter his snout, just explode
God,
his
it's fucking
face.
not okay.
90-mile-an-hour
It's
fastball.
that thin bone. They got thin bones. It's fucking so brittle.
They got thin dogs.
Brittle.
You say that like you have
You know that?
experience.
Like,
No.
Like just crushing dogs.
No, but I just imagine because like I've seen like deer skulls in the woods and shit. Like
Mhm.
those are pretty brittle. I assume
they're
dogs
not-
are less
they're not
They're not,
moist.
more
like, still
fragile.
in the head.
what are we talking about? Okay, so he trains Andrea.
I mean-
trains Andrea to be a great baseball player in like a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
overnight, she
he
becomes
does. He's a better.
10 times
he's
better.
You know what? That's another thing he's good at. Teaching sports is also a skill.
Yeah, why isn't he the coach of
He
every
could
team?
probably coach the team.
How can a dog without language explain how to hold a baseball
He
bat?
did.
Hey, there's no rules about a dog being the
Everything is possible.
coach.
It's written on a sign.
It's just, I get it, man. I get him jumping at a ball and it going in a hoop. Him jumping at a ball, putting it in a net. Like him jumping at a ball and putting it on the ground somewhere else. Holding a baseball bat. He teaches her how to steal bases. He taught her how to read a play.
Yeah.
How? Without language, you can't do it. Is he drawing diagrams? Did he have her like in a fucking gym somewhere, like a locker room with chalk, like drawing things? Like, how the fuck would a dog teach
Dude, wait,
you
hold on.
how to play baseball
Even better during
in
this,
a day?
during this montage, the coach shows up.
Oh! She sees this going on.
Yeah.
And just like
And she's
smirks
like,
like, he can handle this.
But also, she's like, I
You're
might
the
throw her in. I might throw her in tomorrow.
What the fuck has she been doing?
Yeah, what was she doing?
Have they practiced at
He
all?
didn't teach her
Yeah, when
anything.
is the team practice? I've only ever seen the team play, and
Play
she has to
games.
practice on her
A
own.
dog
Why?
is doing your job right now.
I can't. This movie, man, it's too much. It's asking too much of me. Like, this is the point where I just can't
Dude,
anymore.
are you kidding? You know how bad this is gonna get from here on out. This is it's not
Yeah,
gonna get better.
It's wild.
We're
But the-
watching the Search for Santa Paws 2.
He taught,
It's gonna be so
he taught her.
bad.
She becomes the pitcher of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay,
He
so they
taught
play
her
a game.
multiple pitches.
Overnight, she
You can't
becomes
just teach pitching though.
good enough to play in the game the next day because the pitcher's kind of fucking up. The coach calls him out, puts her in, and then
and she kills.
she's also like, is it how late can a person join the team? Like, is there a restriction
Oh, yeah,
on when
'cause she had
someone
to
can
Because
come
she
join
out
the
of
says,
the
team?
yeah, how,
Yeah.
and then Bud shows up
Yeah.
in
a
a
uniform.
uniform and a fake helmet.
Yeah.
And they all just kind
I
of go.
hate the fact that his helmets
And
are
everyone's
fake. It's
like,
like it's not funny.
It's fun.
You wear a helmet for a reason.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And that dog is in severe danger. Like,
Everyone already knows
it's so cute.
they're gonna crush it. So they do their thing. He gets on first base, right?
He plays first.
He
base.
plays first base.
base.
He can't throw
That's
back.
the busiest position.
You can't
Yeah.
throw.
And
You
he
got to be
can't
able to
throw.
throw.
So
What
she
if there's
starts
like a
throwing
person
heaters.
you can't? Why am I even? Anyone listening to this knows the questions
I
you would
know.
have inherently about a dog playing first
But it's
base.
just fucking nuts, man. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
First base is like the.
You know why
position.
it's crazy
It
is because
is.
these movies, this
Or
one
shortstop,
too.
maybe.
Shortstop. Yeah.
At no point is Bud's ability at any turn ever questioned.
No.
Yeah.
For anything he
He
does.
walks on the field. The coach smiles. The only person who's shocked by it is the mother again.
Oh God!
She's
why
like,
would, Bud?
Buddy, no,
He
what?
played in the World Cup. What are you saying? You live with him.
It's I just don't get it.
God,
I just don't
like,
get it.
The World Cup.
That's amazing.
It's unthinkable to be.
She's the only one. Everybody else is like, "Woo, Buddy's here! Yeah!"
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
just
She's
like,
like,
"Whoa,
whoa,
what? No, my buddy, what?"
So they pretty much pull the game out, and now she starts getting articles written about her.
Mhm. And
And they're-
Tammy's still fucked up.
She's still healing up, but all the while dogs
dogs
keep getting
disappearing.
napped. They keep getting
Poor
napped,
fucking
and then
At this
there's
point,
just
they're
more
all
and more
gone.
pictures up, wanted posters on the wall.
Yeah, we see, and that's when we see like the Fusillis, the barbershop. They that's the
Yeah.
last dog they kidnap, right?
That's the last one you
Yeah.
see get
Kidnapped. And I was
After
gonna say
that,
at this
it's
point,
just
all the dogs,
posters.
all his sons or whatever, have been kidnapped.
Yeah.
His children have been kidnapped.
Then Andrea goes to Tammy's house to talk to her.
Wait, I don't know when it happens, but there's a scene where Bud runs past the basketball player place, and the guy goes,
damn it!
the guy goes, it's like, hey, this guy is just talking to Bud. He goes, "Hey, Bud, I guess they still haven't found Shooter or the other dogs yet, huh?" And Bud just stares at him.
He's like, "Well, let me know if you see
Yeah, he's
anything."
like, "Let me know if
What
you
did
see
you
anything.
expect an answer? Like, what?
Let me know if you see it." It's just, what's happening? The line between what he can and can't do is
I'm
so
telling you, man.
fuzzy.
I said we
Can
were
talk,
watching it.
dude, I guess.
It's like,
I don't
Like, is
know.
he beaming images
Dude,
into their
I'm
brains?
telling
where they're
you,
like,
when, we were
yeah.
when we were watching it, I said it's like Dinotopia. They figured out a way to
Dude,
coexist.
maybe that's what it is.
They coexist
No,
perfectly.
he's psychic. He's psychic, but it
Yeah.
hurts people. So the parents are like, "We're just walking away from this because I'm
Dude,
tired of having nose
He's, like,
bleeds every
leeching,
day."
yeah.
Bud is like that's what he turned off their personalities, the parents, and they're just
He's
robots.
running the family now.
Yeah, there's just robots, and they feed him
It's like the
meat.
fucking
Told
body
you,
snatchers. They
run
just
the town,
disseminated
dude. They
his
run the
children
town,
around
dude.
the town. Oh my
They're
god!
everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
I hope Air Bud 5 is them like fucking the critters like bounty hunters show up to fight.
Dude, it's like
Bud
Little
and
Shop
his
of Horrors.
children.
Air Bud came from space, and he's just here to multiply. Everyone's gonna want an Air Bud, right? Everyone wants a sports dog.
That's awesome. That would be awesome.
I just want there to be like an Air Bud movie where it's the Olympics and every single person from the U.S. is just an Air Bud.
Air Bud.
It's like the Avengers movie of the Air Bud
It's all
franchise. They just tie all the movies together.
Skiing and shit, like
Dude,
and pushing
wings.
dogs.
A dog on a fucking like horse.
A dog ice luge.
Yeah. It's just a dog
Shot
rocketing
pudding.
down a
Shot
hill at
pudding.
120 miles an hour. Like, a dog. Dude.
Oh shit.
All these could be in Cube Zero or Air Bud Zero.
Air Bud Zero.
Yeah.
Air Bud 6, Air Bud Zero.
Oh my god. All
Starting
right.
the Kickstarter next week.
Yeah.
Air Bud Zero.
Oh shit.
Okay. Where were we?
I have no idea.
She goes to Tammy's house because
Yeah.
Tammy's just healing up. And Tammy opens the door. It's nothing. This doesn't matter. But there's this kid that's just standing in the doorway. Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
There's just some superfluous child just
This
standing
tiny
there.
little kid.
staring at the doorway, like very sheepishly. It was
Never says anything. It's just
Doesn't say
weird.
shit and doesn't really acknowledge them. And
I
then the
think that
mom
hap-
says like it's dinner time, and then you hear the kids scramble away, and then they're not there anymore.
Actually, we forgot that. I think that happens before she gets good because they're losing all those games, and she
Oh, yeah,
overhears
because of her.
Tammy say like, "Look,
Oh,
I'm
right.
sorry. The only reason she's on the team is because I kind of like told the coach I wouldn't play without her," and she gets mad
She
about
confronts
that.
Tammy about doing that.
And then she goes
Yeah.
back and she's like, "Look, I'm sorry. Like, I hope She was like apologizing, but then she was also like, "At dinner time, so like,
Yeah.
I gotta go." But yeah, it was kind of fucked up. I said that, but
Yeah.
Right.
But then after that game where they win it, and they like I guess keep winning because of the articles keep coming out, they like advance to like the world or like whatever the finals are.
yeah, state championships.
And then
That's when the scientists
pretty
go
much
for Air
right
Bud.
before the game.
The scientists go for Air
Yeah,
Bud.
well they're kind of just scoping
No,
them
well-
out, and then the raccoon finds
No,
the watch.
the last game. The
Yeah,
last
yeah,
game.
yeah.
The girl. She's had the dad's watch just velcroed to her backpack for the entire baseball
Yeah, that's a
season.
brother gave her
Velcro.
in the
Insane.
beginning.
It's like your most precious possession.
And it falls off
Yeah,
in
you
the
don't
dugout.
wrap it around the strap. You wrap it in Velcro on the strap. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like you throw your bag around, you're gonna destroy that watch.
Yeah.
We sound like
And
parents.
obviously it
It's like-
fucking it obviously
I
hit
gave
something
you
and
that
fell
watch.
off.
the
Take
parents
care
she
of it.
doesn't have that would
Yeah.
never say
Dude.
that to her.
It hit something and fell off. That goes to show that that's a shitty idea.
Yeah.
So it was underneath like
it
the
took, like,
players
4
bench
months.
at the school, and I guess they happen to be walking through the schoolyard.
She
Airbud
realizes
Tammy,
it's missing,
yeah,
and she's like, "Wait, hold on. We skipped something because
Tammy's back.
Tammy gets back. Tammy comes back and starts playing again because then they're
Yeah.
kicking all kinds of ass
oh shit,
because it's
yeah.
Tammy.
Andrea and Air Bud, the
and
three best
Bud.
players on the team, are kicking all kinds. We didn't really skip anything. That happens. There's
Yeah.
like a montage of them kicking ass.
Yeah.
Then one day, when she realized at the end of the game where they're kicking ass, she loses the watch. When she realizes she lost the watch, they come back to the
go get
stadium,
it.
and then her and
Bud
Tammy are
follows
there,
her.
and Bud is there, and then the scientists pull up, and then the raccoon sneaks out of the
On
car
its own.
On its own.
Yeah.
This raccoon, I thought was gonna befriend Bud at some point. That's what angers me about it, because I just
Fucking
feel
shit up. Yeah.
You're just so mad about this raccoon.
I really thought it was like, okay, finally he gets a sidekick. I wanted that raccoon to be
Nah,
like a
it's
short
fucked
round
up.
or something. You know? That's what I wanted from it. And it didn't happen.
I just want to know why that raccoon was awake during the day.
Yep. Raccoons sleep during the day.
They sleep during the day.
Because
He should have just been knocked out.
Eric,
all
the
those times.
scientist, injected him with some type
How are they
of
supposed to-
reverse nocturnal serum.
Super daytime gene that they sucked
Yeah.
out of some other animal.
Yeah, and it makes you love keys.
Yeah, right. So he, on his own volition, goes and taunts
But he
Bud.
sees that
Well,
shiny
he goes.
thing.
Yeah, he sees
Sees
the
the
watch.
shiny
and he
watch.
goes,
He grabs the
it.
watch. Bud goes after him.
because
Bud,
he sees the watch.
and they take the opportunity and lock Bud in the
And
car.
he's
with
like,
him.
"Hey, that's my watch. I'm the father. Let me get that back."
Yeah, that's my watch. It's literally my watch because I'm my child's dead father reincarnated as a super dog.
God, that father thing works so well.
It's pretty cool.
It works so well, and the first movie really holds it up.
I want to thank Pizzagate for bringing us all these,
Jesus Christ.
us the ability to connect ideas.
Jesus Christ. So that's basically when the chase ensues, where the scientists are trying to get away from the girls.
Yeah, the children are chasing the scientists
It's on bikes.
on bikes right before the game starts.
Right.
And the sheriff sees it. The old man sees it. He starts chasing in a car.
But he's so far behind.
This is where
It's so long. It's really long and
the
boring.
parents show up at this baseball game. They chase them all the way to the RV park. The baseball game begins.
The parents see that their kids are not there and they don't freak the fuck out.
So they don't
Yeah.
see them. They're like, I don't
It's
see
fucking
Andrea on
wild.
the field or Bud.
Well, the dad just
Then
walks up,
but the
for
announcer-
gone for 2 seconds to look for her, and then he comes back and he's like, I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, I guess they'll show up. I don't.
Because he's
But
this
then
hot
the,
dog hero.
the announcer says that they're missing.
Yeah.
He's like, they are not here yet. And
You
you're like,
continue to sit in the stands.
Yeah, eating fucking meats.
Packed. Yeah. Everyone's like,
Eating
yeah,
more
whatever. All of the dogs are
This is
gone.
like I said, continuing the
sucks.
trend where the villains of this never meet the parents.
Bad parenting.
We've had a crazy
I'm more
alcoholic
upset
clown.
about the bad parenting.
We've had Russian circus people, and we've had evil dog catchers that have not met these parents really.
No, parents don't know about any of it. The British parents know about the
The
dog
British
catcher
parents
stuff.
do, but not these parents.
No, their parents have no idea.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
It's really
They
nuts.
care so little about the
They just don't
kids.
care, yeah.
So the girls are they follow the guy. They think they lose him. They get to the trailer park. The girls sneak into the trailer and
Yeah,
release
they got
all the
some, like,
butts.
shortcut. Yeah.
Right. And so then the scientist guys,
Wait, you're skipping the scene where Airbud trades the keys to nothing to the raccoon for the watch
Yeah.
through psychic beaming. That's what the
No, and
zoom
there
in on
was
the
those
eyes.
They
really
kinda
close
look at
shots
each
on the
other,
eyes.
Yeah.
That's they're psychically
Yeah,
beaming.
yeah.
They thoughts into each
Yeah.
other. That's what it is.
and then that gives him the ability to get out of the cage, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't
I
remember
didn't
what
know
that
if, like-
accomplished.
Yeah,
I think that just accomplished
I
him
think
getting
they
the
let
watch
I
back.
think they let him out of the cage.
the
but
raccoon
he just got the
let
watch
him out.
back.
No, the raccoon let Buddy out,
But then the girl was there.
but then the girls climb in and let all the rest out. It's kind of
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
the fact that the raccoon let him out at all, because he doesn't
yeah, 'cause
achieve
they're
anything on his
inevitably
own.
getting out. Yeah, he's betrayed his friends.
Either way, you could really shorten the rest up until we get to the pig pen. Is that the scientists get in their car and chase the girls and the dogs?
Yep.
Yeah, they're all getting chased.
They're riding bikes. The dogs are just running, and they're in that
Yeah.
tiny ass car,
and not able
not
to catch
catching up to
yeah.
them for miles
Yeah,
and
yeah,
miles
yeah,
and miles.
They get
Like,
to
that's impossible.
they get to a farm. There's a giant pig pen with a big mud pit.
They're, like,
What do
lose
you think
control.
No,
happens?
the guy goes, get the net to
Yeah, the net.
throw on the dogs
And
from the
it
car.
goes over his head. I can't see.
Yeah.
And it was like a big, like loose net.
Yeah.
You just put it over both their own faces, so they crash the car
Yeah,
into
they
the
ran
big
Into the
the
big
pig
mud pit,
pen.
and then that's when the police, Sheriff
Yeah,
Bob,
He
Sheriff
just
shows
happens to drive by because he
At
like
this-
he showed up at the trailer late as shit.
He lost them when they cut through the park,
Hmm.
and then but he figured out
Who
they
they
got
were, I
out of
guess.
town. I guess.
and then figured out they went to this farm.
yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter because guess what? He catches them. They're in the pig pen, and then you don't see them again.
Yeah.
They're out of this
That's
fucking
perfect.
movie.
Well, we
That's
joked
perfect.
that he fucking shot them while they were in the
Yeah,
pig pen, which
let
would
the
have been
pigs
great.
eat 'em.
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing. But like No one cares. I'm not even sure anyone ever finds out what. Like the town doesn't find out what happens to
Yeah,
Bud.
no, that was probably his farm. He was like, "Oh, some fertilizer for the piggies."
Or they feed him to Bud.
True.
The town
yeah.
knows Bud needs his meat.
Yeah, sacrifices.
Bud
Everyone
needs his meat.
sacrifices.
Anyone that fucks with Bud goes into the grinder, man.
Anyone who tries to escape Fernfield.
Like Good Burger, go to the grinder. So the girls and all the dogs. See, at this point, I felt like we all were like, yeah, okay, because they had a few lines when they cut back where they're like, everyone is on the fucking bench. No one can play this game anymore.
I wanted every dog to fill in every position.
All the dogs are going to play
And
the
then
game
the
against
two girls
this team.
come back in too.
It's just girls and dogs, proving
wanted
that.
that so bad.
I really wanted that, but guess what? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, because
It's
fucking
just
the
Bud.
patriarchy. 'Cause
And the
fuck that
movies.
shit.
I pointed this out too. I was like, at that point, it was taking so long. I was like, the movie ended, and the movie doesn't know it's over.
Yeah.
For a while.
The movie didn't know that. Like,
And then you watch a baseball game.
then Josh comes
it
back
Sucks.
home from
Oh,
college.
but when do they show up in the game, Eric?
Oh, they showed up in the seventh inning
stretch.
Fetch. The movie title. What the
Stretch
fuck?
fetch.
It worked out.
It did.
Because
Oh,
they were all
man.
singing like "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Right,
and you're
right.
like, why the fuck are they
I
singing?
thought they were
that?
singing the Pledge of Allegiance. I was like, it's so late. Are they doing another game? Like, are they playing 2 games back to back like pros?
It's a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Josh shows back up from college, and his sister is like getting up to bat, and
It's
she
the end of the
sees him,
game.
and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, the love
She
of my life is
fucking-
here! Yay, I can do this!" And she stares at Bud and him, and then
They're down by 1.
Down by
it's 6
1.
to 7. There's somebody on base.
She nails one.
She hits a home run. No.
No, she
It's an in the
she
park
gets
home run.
bases. She steals a bunch of bases like while people are playing. Most
They
of the
fumble
points
a
they get fucking from stolen bases.
No, she hits an in the park home run.
Yeah.
Because the
Oh, at
kid
the
fumbles
end.
the ball.
Yeah.
Bud also hits something before her. It
Yeah,
doesn't
a
matter.
couple-
It
a
doesn't
couple
matter.
people-
It really
No,
doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bud like hit a
But
home
a couple
run or
people
some
make
shit.
plays
like,
because
fuck
they were
you.
behind.
Yeah. They make up.
They
make
made
the
up, like,
slack.
7
The movie
points or
should
some
end
shit.
here, and it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It cuts to the family again after this game is over. They all win, and it cuts to the family. Or wait, does it just go straight to the stadium? The big stadium?
No, because it says 9 months later, and it
9
shows.
months later, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, because we were like they fucked.
There's
Yeah,
that
right.
kid, there's that
At the end of the
baby.
game, like Josh and hugged his sister or whatever, and
Yeah.
somebody was like, they gonna fuck, and we were like, that's fucked up. And then it was 9 months later, and we were like, oh shit, she had a baby. This is crazy. But it wasn't
But
that.
it's just the baby brother or whatever.
In 9 months, Airbud became a professional baseball player.
Why would you choose 9 months? That sounds like
That's
that's
like
a
a
pregnancy
yeah,
thing.
it's-
Don't
You
choose 9
fucking-
months. You know.
It's very weird. But now he's a
You went
professional
from middle
baseball
school
player.
He's
baseball.
in the
from
world.
trying it out because your
Series.
owner was on the team.
Dude, this is insane. He is playing in the World Series first base
For the Los
First
Angeles
base.
Angels or whatever.
Anaheim Angels.
It's the World
Angels.
Series.
in the World Series. The first base in a pro baseball league. Do you understand the responsibility of that?
It's
He's
insane.
standing at a plate, and there's going to be a man throwing balls at him at over 100
miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's unconscionable.
He's a dog.
Oh, so-
How is he gonna catch? He caught a ball too. Like he called someone out. Like
I'm so
dude, his
sleepy.
teeth,
It's
dude. I can't believe it.
Dude,
It's
yeah, all his
bad.
teeth are going to be falling out of his head.
he's old too.
He is old.
He's
dude.
got to be
He's
at least
past
6 or
his
7
prime.
years old.
You think he's gonna bang anymore, or is his kid's gonna bang to?
Well, he has
pass
to bang.
down
There's
the
got to be air
gene?
buddies.
Yeah, true.
So
Every time he gains a new skill, he has to pass that skill down.
yeah,
So,
right. Like they retain all
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
that Bud has.
Seed is only growing stronger.
He's like a
It must-
master of all.
I
but,
assume
like,
the next movie he has to give birth to their buddies, or I guess maybe Air Buddies is when he gives birth to Air Buddies.
True.
It could be the next generation, and we're actually witnessing evolution.
True.
Or maybe his kids give birth. They're his grandkids. Maybe that.
Yeah, that's what. Like, is the family selectively breeding this special sports
Now,
gene?
his
into
wife was
these
is a
guys?
British golden retriever.
Yeah. So like, it just happened to work
In
out.
in
that
3,
everything.
The movie's over.
Yeah, the movie's
The movie's over. He played in the World Series. He's probably their father, and he has the town under his thumb because they're feeding him dead people
I feel awful.
to power him.
I feel so bad.
It's really, yeah.
I can barely see.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
tunnel
dying.
vision. It's just.
I'm dying. Everybody's killing me.
It's okay.
This volleyball one.
We only
better be
got 10
insane.
more movies to go.
7th inning fetch, man.
Volleyball better be about aliens. How many people are on a volleyball team?
6?
4? I don't know.
I think 6.
It can be 2 to probably 6.
How many of those are dogs?
How many dogs are
Okay,
in this
Matt,
next
I'll
movie?
ask you this: in the scale of Air Bud movies, where does this land for the first 4 for you? The second one's still my favorite out of the first 4. This is probably my
This is
third favorite,
Fucking weird though. It's got all like the kids sex stuff. It's
and the
not-
science stuff. I don't know.
It's not very good. It started out so,
So
promising.
good.
I was
It
so
started
excited. I was like, they're gonna kidnap him, make a cyborg dog,
Yeah.
something.
Like superstar dogs.
I guess the second one's still the best. I guess
I'm still going with the second one.
only because of the coach.
Yeah,
The coach eating food is the best.
it was just more energetic. That movie was. Yeah, it made sense too. Eric, thank you for
Yeah,
watching
thank
this
you.
fucking movie.
Honestly,
with us. It's
that
making us fall
fucking-
asleep.
That piss scene made it worth
Oh,
my
we
while.
forgot to even talk about that, did we?
The baby pissed
I
in her
think we
face.
did, yeah.
We did.
We might have. I don't know.
I think we
But
skipped
the
it.
baby fucking just pissed all
And nobody
over.
cared.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cared at all.
If anything, we might have talked about it in the first thing we recorded, which I guess is going to play right after this.
Yeah, I'll put it after this.
Yeah.
If you want to
But,
hear.
So look forward to
Look
Elio's
forward to that.
pizzas.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eric, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, check out my other podcasts I do, live from the studio. Every Thursday we do that live on Facebook, and then it comes out on iTunes like Monday, Tuesday. And then I have another
Like
one.
Facebook Live?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
We do like a little video feed.
Is it only Facebook Live?
No,
No,
it's-
we like went through like YouNow and Ustream and a couple other things,
Uh-huh.
but the one that like people were sliding through most often was the Facebook one. It was pretty cool. We had the Lush Pockets on last week. They're dope. They're like a
Oh,
Baltimore
they're
band.
awesome. Yeah, I know them. I've
Yeah,
played a couple
yeah.
shows with them. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're good dudes. And we did like a studio session. It was dope. That should come out this week. And then also I do a podcast with Dark Mark called Darkest. And then I think that's on iTunes now too. So check those out. Eric Glaeser on everything. That's about it.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for watching Airbud 4 with us.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem,
glad it
dude. That was
reignited a
fun.
fire in
Yeah,
you.
I'm really excited that I think you might be the only person who so far has said they're going to go back and watch the other
Yeah.
ones.
No, I'm going to. Like they're just like just stupid, enjoyable movies. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
guess if you don't have to do a
just like
podcast about
mind
them, it's
numbing.
fine.
It's like mind numbing, just entertainment. I can put it on in the background and just kind of vaguely pay attention to it.
It's probably for the
You,
best.
you should watch the first one though. Like watch it so you can see that. I think your father analogy
Yeah.
in that movie it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
They talk about the dead father. It looks like he comes from God
Oh, shit.
because there's like this majestic
I
shot.
have it on VHS, I think.
Watch it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll probably check
It's
out
on
the ones on.
yeah.
It's on Netflix too now.
No, not the first Airbud.
Okay.
No, it's like Airbud 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
and 6.
The golden hits.
Yeah. the
Wait,
good
you said
years.
6?
Well, Air Buddies is 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Air Buddies is Airbud 6. So, all right.
All right.
I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna die driving home. I'm probably gonna veer right the fuck off the road. Hopefully,
Into
right
a pig pen.
I hope I hit a light rail car. I just hope I get a bullet.
No, man. We got 10 more of these.
I
Come
want
on,
to
man.
explode.
How you going to live your life if you never watch Treasure Buddies, man? It's like Indiana Jones, but cuter.
No, I want to explode.
All right, bye.
You've just listened to Bonus Disc, available only on Thundergrunt. Questions, complaints, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts of Bonus Disc are 100% valid, even though they took the time to watch the movies you were too ignorant to appreciate.
We went to get all-you-can-eat shrimp one time, Matt. It's not that long ago.
Yeah.
We got so much shrimp that no one could finish all the shrimp on the table because just kept ordering shrimp. It was insane. When Matt hollowed out this biscuit, or no, it was a roll. It was a dinner roll, and he kept shelling shrimp and stuffing them in the biscuit.
I got 12.
You got 12
hiding
shrimp.
I got 12 shrimp inside this fucking like roll.
It was like that big too.
I just kept jamming them in there, and like I was trying to not. I didn't like it.
You
Like
know,
it was
okay,
weird.
wait.
I was kind of shielding myself from like the
Yeah,
rest of the people.
Here's the thing.
But our friend Sarah was sitting right next to me, and I'm like leaning at her, going like just like fingering shrimp into this roll, and she's like. Yeah! She's just like
Dude.
screaming. She was like, "That's so gross." I was
best-
like, "Stop talking about it."
The best part is that the restaurant has a strict no take home policy.
Yep.
Oh,
You
shit.
can't take the shrimp
the
that you don't
shrimp.
eat home. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
leave
yeah.
them to be destroyed. Destroyed. Like incinerated. And at
But
one
you
point
can take
you were
biscuits home.
Right. At one point Matt
Oh,
was like,
fuck
"Don't you
yeah.
see I figured it out?"
Yeah, I was like, you can fit at least 11 to 12 shrimp in each one of these dinner rolls.
Like we have all these. We're just gonna take these biscuits home, which are part of the all you can eat deal.
Yeah.
So it's fine. They're all filled with.
Should've
They're
just
like
did it.
dense as hell.
Dude, the waiter was like, by that point, because they kept, dude, our friend Adam, for no reason, he didn't ask anyone. We had been there, we're like shoveling through these shrimp. He doesn't go like, "Does anybody want more shrimp?" He goes, give us 3 more full orders of shrimp.
Full order.
Because they were about to stop serving it. So he's like, "Oh, we're gonna be here for a while." There were like 3 more, and we were all like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Bob was at the end of the table, and they kept getting passed down, and he had like 6 of them, and he was like,
6 balls.
"Stop! Stop!" Like, it was insane. Like,
I was so
Oh
sick.
my
I got so
God.
sick that night.
we ate
Oh
so much
my
shrimp.
god.
Every Monday.
Dude, we tried to get as much of it down as possible after that.
It's
I think there were
disgusting.
still like 6 or 8 left.
Bowls
Whole bowls, yeah.
of steamed shrimp.
Dude, his last
Like, what are we talking about?
his last order was like 36 bowls of shrimp. It was bonkers.
It was weird too because at the end, before we were leaving, Matt was doing the roll thing, and I was trying to figure out how to steal all the shrimp.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because the waiter had specifically said you cannot take those shrimp, and so I was like, maybe like, does anyone have a plastic bag we could fill with these things? You know, so I filled up a cup.
They caught someone doing it there while we were there. Do you not remember that?
Yeah, I remember they had to tell them to put
killed
them back.
And they told me to leave.
Like, it's probably happening all the time. These people are trying to steal this fucking shrimp out of this place. I want to go there with a jacket and like put plastic bags. Like,
Well,
in
like
my
it's an old
jacket.
Chili's
Plastic
commercial
bag.
where you got
Yeah.
like machines
Yeah.
fill it with shrimp.
Holy shit, dude, for real though. I was on this like forum in like high school, and these kids made a fucking Baja Blast Jacker machine because it was only available on Taco Bell. So they built like a backpack that had like a 5-gallon tub in it. And then they just had a soda cup with a tube through the jacket.
That's so
Into the
good.
tub.
That is so
And
good.
then
Look
just-
at these people! James Bond! Jesus
Can you
Christ!
imagine when they're in there? Actually, it's like a spy mission, and no one knows.
the fucking
The
jacket
people that
long
work there probably like,
sleeve.
just take it. I don't work at Taco Bell. I don't care.
Oh my god, that's so insane!
So they put their hand up to it, and it just filled.
Yeah, just the cup with the tube through the jacket into the backpack. And then he was filling up like a giant drum of it at his house. And he was like, "I just don't know how to keep it carbonated. That's my only problem."
Dude, that is so good.
Who is this person? They're fucking maniac. The fuck are they
It's on
doing now?
fucking- I got no clue.
Dude, what
It
if
was
they-
on
are
this
they like
like
a
forum back in the day,
supervillain?
dude. I got no clue.
You know what though?
They
If
told me I couldn't have
if you had
uranium,
it-
so I built this giant spider.
Wait, would
suit.
this work if you had all this Baja Blast in a drum that's all like decarbonated? Could
So
you
it's a
use
flat soda.
could you use a soda stream to recarbonate it?
I
It
don't
would
know.
be more
You, like,
diluted.
boil out the water and get the syrup.
Yeah, because
And
it would be more diluted. You'd be putting
Make
more.
soda stream with that syrup. I don't know.
You have to boil it out.
Dude, you're oh my god, that guy's insane. I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
in a drum in his
I don't
face.
know.
How old was he? How old was he?
Please say like over 40 or some crazy
no,
shit.
No, he
No,
was
no,
like
it's-
fucking. I think he was like,
It's like high school shit, right?
yeah, like fucking anywhere from 16 to 20. I'm not sure. I forget. It was on this fucking like game forum I was on, and it was like a file sharing website too. It was dope.
Oh my god.
Okay, we got it.
Carbonated.
He's like, I have like it's successful. Like the thing works, but I just don't know how to keep it carbonated and fresh.
Why is he stealing so much of it?
Like it's like
Just steal enough to drink for the day. I guess he just doesn't want to go to Taco Bell every day. He wants that
but he
Baja
spent all the
Blast.
time making this shit. It was like he could have just driven there every day once and gotten a cup of it.
When he made the thread like about the thing, he was like he put the schematics and it's just like a hand drawn sketch of like the fucking thing. Like the backpack with the tube and the cup.
Can you imagine if he got caught doing it? Like
What
arrested?
the fuck are you doing? I just love Baja Blast.
You'd do it if you were me.
I know you're decarbonating it. I know you know that I've been stealing it.
He's got a giant hump filled with Baja Blast. It's like the Elephant Man. Don't look at me.
It might have even been like a camelback like that it went to. I'm not sure. It was something like that.
He's dressed. No, it is a camelback, and he's dressed like a biker, so it looks like he's like, God, just trying to get my sweat on.
Just gotta get my electrolytes from this Baja Blast.
It's definitely coming from the bag, not going to it. Trust me.
Dude, if he just stole like fruit punch, he'd be fine.
True.
Anything
Or like
non-carbonated.
No, and Baja
or
Blast,
like...
you can buy that now, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure that. I don't
I
know.
don't really buy like soda like that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I get it when I get fucking Taco Bell. That's a given.
Way less funny. I had a friend when I was in middle school. He built a gun that he built a gun. That's the end of the story.
Way less funny.
Yeah, way less funny.
He
And then
built
he
a
killed all
gun.
these people.
Yeah,
He built-
he got it through the medical detector at school, and then like,
he built a potato gun like contraption
Okay, yeah.
that you'd fill with hot sauce packets from Taco Bell. And you would cock it, and it would drain the packet into a little thing, and then it would shoot it out like a glob really hard.
Oh shit.
So it would be like this thing where you go like that, and it would actually shoot the empty packet out. And then
What?
yeah, and then it would shoot it like into people's faces.
It
And
would
stuff.
shoot the packet at people.
No, it would shoot
No,
the
just the
sauce.
Oh, the sauce.
But the wrapper would
was
shoot
like
out the side like a
oh,
gun.
shit, that's
so
crazy.
he would steal all these hot sauce packets
Yeah.
because he spent like a year making this gun that would just shoot Taco Bell hot sauce. And I remember he said it doesn't work with ketchup because ketchup was too viscous. I was like, and he's like, it could break the gun, and I was like, so that means you tested ketchup.
dude, he had fucking R&D.
Yeah, you can't do. You can only the consistency of Taco Bell sauce was either that or more liquidy.
Yeah,
Why do
we
you
should
wanna
talk about
shoot-
Airbud probably.
yeah.
This
I
podcast is
just
the
recorded all of
equivalent
that.
of when they talked about baseball in that movie.
All right. Holy shit. Holy shit.
We got pelted with Taco Bell tacos once.
Holy shit! I need to hear this first.
No, that's pretty much it. We were just standing on the side of the road.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
screamed and we turned.
They said something to you. They were like,
I don't know if it was to me. I didn't know who they were.
it was just, hey, fucker. And then they hit Matt with a burrito.
I got hit
Oh,
with a
shit.
burrito
Damn, dude.
at a ripe young age. It's just a boy. Still impressionable.